Hello, and welcome to the Backpacking Podcast, brought to you by Outdoor Vitals, makers of Performance First ultralight gear. And I would like to welcome to the show here, not John Kelly. John Kelly's on vacay at the moment. He told me that he's going to bring back a lightsaber, and I can't wait to see it. So they're down in the Florida area checking out the Disney. But I have here with me Woodall Trails. How's it going?
What's going on, buddy?
He has his own YouTube channel you can check out, Woodall Trails on YouTube. And I thought you'd be a great fit for hosting the show today with me. We've got a lot of awesome topics to talk about and some trips that we went on together and some stuff that he's done without me. He drove like MAHA. What's that stand for?
Mid-Atlantic Hammock Hangers Association.
All right. Just headed out there last week, met up with some guys.
Yep.
So before we get into the topics, though, I wanted to mention that Outdoor Vitals actually just launched the pre-order for their Vantage Alpine Down Jacket. And a couple of awesome things about it. It has, actually it's under 16 ounces, so less than a pound. It's 40% more wind resistance because it has a 0-stitch fabric. 850 fill X-Ped dry down. So it dries faster, lofts better, and warms longer. And then lastly, it's simple, packable with an easy-to-use design because it's made to disappear in your backpack until the second that you need it most. So thank you, OutdoorVitals.com, for sponsoring the show. I'll leave a link in the description so y'all can check that out along with all of their products. Keep in mind this pre-order, do it now because it's a limited supply. They're going to ship out on November the 3rd. So if you want that jacket in time for the cold season, limited supply. So act now. All right, man. I asked you a couple weeks ago, would you be interested in hosting the show with me? And we've done this before. I can't remember how many episodes ago, but it's not been too long. And he was like, yeah. And I said, all right, well, let's go on a hike together. So we headed out to B-Rock Loop. Yep. Actually, I understand that you're from that area.
Actually, yeah, from that area, and I actually never hiked it until me and you done it. So,
well, that's all right. Kudos to you for going, man. We done a little loop, 4 or 5 miles, and you basically go up and check out an overlook. Overlooks the river. Is that the Rockcastle River?
Yep, that's the Rockcastle River.
And then you walk along it, and there's one section, dude. We've done multiple kayaking trips over the summer together. Mm-hmm. There's one section there called the Narrows.
Yep.
You get to walk kind of along that area if you're doing the hiking trail. But the kayaking, dude, what's the, I mean, we won't spend too long on kayaking, but what's the deal with the danger there?
There's a lot of undertow there. You can get caught underneath the undertow and never come back up.
Yeah. Yeah, that would definitely suck. Even like if you look at the signage around there or like read online, it's like even for experienced people, it's not recommended. Like I guess portage it, but yeah, fun hike, dude. We were driving on the way in and I was reminded, y'all can check it out on his YouTube channel, but Johnathan was out in the woods and we had this tornado come through and we was driving through and he's like, look, dude, look. This is kind of where I was at. And on the way back, you really showed me because you come over the hill and there's literally like a 1/2 mile wide stretch of trees just totally gone.
Yeah, I mean, not there anymore.
Will you briefly tell our audience about your experience, if they haven't heard it before, of living through the tornado?
Yeah, so that was a pretty long day. I started my first section hike of the Sheltoe and I did about 10 miles.
Mm-hmm.
Stopped, found an awesome place to camp, and then it's a really nice spot, and then got settled in and about to sleep, and then survived this first little storm that came through, and settled back in and got everything buttoned back down, and then I got a gust of wind, and then I run to the nearest area that I had, and it was a porta potty, not really it was a outhouse basically, privy, whatever you want to call it. But and I had to spend the night in there until my wife came and got me with my father-in-law.
Well, dangerous situation, man. I think actually in London, Kentucky, I think over 20 people passed away as a result of that.
Yeah.
It's a very serious situation, but I could not believe that you were out there in it, man. I was texting you. But anyway, I think we talked about that more on the last show. If you want to hear a deeper dive, where Jonathan and I were talking about that. I think we hit that up, but yeah, dude, going through that area, I was just reminded of that, seeing the twigs that used to be trees all through there. Terrible.
Yeah.
Let's see. There's a couple more things I was wanting to talk to you about on this trip. We have multiple poop talks here. I'm excited for it. Before we get to it, I wanted to say both of us done something abnormal for me, man. Even on the day hike, instead of bringing my chair, I went with the stool. And then I broke the stool out. We're hiking in, and I'm using this fast pack by Outdoor Vitals, right? And I stick the stool on the outside in one of the water bottle pockets, and I break that thing out. The stool, if y'all haven't tried it, I'm telling you, top notch for on the go and just stowaway, and lighter, by the way, than a chair most of the time. So I broke out my stool, and it has like these telescoping legs to it, and it just pulls out one time on all three legs and just folds out. You sit on it. It's got no back, of course, just the stool. But Jonathan's like, "Oh, you got a stool? I got my own little stool here. Which stool did you have?"
I had the REI ultralight one.
How much is it?
$50, I think. Like
$50, so cheaper than a chair.
Yeah, cheaper than it. Well, actually, it's more expensive than the chair that I carry.
Oh, you got the?
I got the Amazon special that's only 1.3 pounds. So
talk directly into that mic there.
Oh, sorry. Yeah,
1.3 pounds.
Yeah, 1.3 pounds.
Well, I have the Chair Zero. I think that one's a pound, but I don't ever use it, dude, because I have that bigger chair and I'm so tall. I feel like, if you have to use one of those squatting toilets, I don't know, I think we talked about this, you're in South Korea, right? Whenever you're serving in the military.
Yeah.
They have the squat toilets over there.
Yeah.
You can move that mic if you need to, just pull that arm around. Yeah. So that's what I feel like. I feel like I'm using one of those every time that I'm using the Chair Zero, because I'm basically squatted down and I feel like my butt is almost touching the ground. So I feel like using the stool for the day hike, it wasn't the worst thing, because you're only going out for like 5 miles or so and your breaks are really short. You're not like lingering around camp and wanting to get comfy and sit there for 3 hours around a fire. So I said, okay, I'll take the stool. And then I don't know, mine's a different design than yours. And that's what you told me.
Yeah, mine's more like the camp chair. So it has the little rods pulling in and out. It's got the little center.
Oh, like an insert.
Yeah.
The legs insert instead of telescope.
Actually, I took it for a second time this past weekend, and I actually really enjoyed it. It's definitely not like a chair, but mine sits a little bit higher, so I liked it a lot.
That's what I was thinking, dude. I was sitting on that stool, and I was like, I feel like a king. I feel like a king. I'm sitting up so tall. I'm not sitting on a squat toilet.
Yep.
So, yeah, a lot of times I'll carry that big chair, even because I'm like, I want to be 10 inches off the ground, not 2. But anyway, you said you took it this weekend. Where'd you go this weekend?
I went to Maha up in Pennsylvania.
Okay.
And then we hiked in our first night. We actually drove to Pennsylvania the first day, and I had to pick up a new backpack from Hilltop Packs.
Mm-hmm.
So we picked that up, and then we spent our first night. We hiked in about 1.5 miles and camped down on actually an island, and it's in Quebec Run.
I didn't realize that the hang was at a hike. Like, I thought it was car camping.
It was car camping. Ben is roughly 3 hours from where they were hosting Maha. So we decided that first night to drive about 1 hour east to get closer, and then we hiked in. We did a backpacking. We hiked in about 1.5 miles and camped in Quebec Run.
Okay.
And just hammock camped down there.
Interesting name.
Beautiful area. I'd actually like to go back, man. It's got a 10 to 12 mile loop around the outer part, but where we camped at, it's like it's an island, and on each side you got water coming around you. And it's an awesome area. You could probably fit at least 7-8 hangers in there.
I'm curious. Everybody says like on the AT, Pennsylvania is super rocky. Was it real rocky in the area that you're at? Is that like a misnomer, and it's actually a diverse, different ecosystems? And
actually, it wasn't.
I'm not a geologist, but
now Caledonia, where Maha was in the spring, we did hike a little bit of AT there,
Uh,
a little section hike, and it was like they
super
call
rocky.
it Rocksylvania, like they call it. It was like that. But where we were at, it was really not that rocky. It was really kind of like home when you going down the hill to the creek. That's what it was like. Had really tall, tall white oaks, real tall hardwoods. So very beautiful. A lot of yellow. A lot of they had a little bit of fall going on. So
you took that stool and camped with it?
yeah.
I don't know.
I ain't gonna lie. Josh had his chair and he popped it out. I felt like a peasant, man.
Well, at least you weren't on a sit pad, dude.
Yeah, that is true. I had a sit pad with me as well. And I mean,
I remember the last time I was like, I finally made the decision. I was like, I'm going to start bringing a chair. I remember I was in Indiana, and actually, I take that back. I was in Zaleski in Ohio.
Okay.
And I was with the Shield Brothers. If y'all don't know them, they got a YouTube channel as well. Shield Brothers Outdoors. I don't know if they post much anymore, but they invited us to go backpacking, and it was me and them and Mr. Backpacking with Jason, sir.
Yeah.
And we done the hike, and I remember it was raining, and I had a tent. No, I had a hammock, but we put a tarp up by the campfire, and I was like, Jason, your tarp is going to get burnt. We literally have a campfire like almost under the tarp. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's like the campfire's right here, and we're sitting 2 foot away under a tarp. I was like, you're going to melt this. And he's like, oh, it's okay. It's an extra. I brought it so that we could be dry out here. And I looked around, and I was the only one on the ground. They were both sitting. The Shield Brothers were both sitting in chairs. Jason also in a chair. Everybody's like chair zero, I think. And I was sitting there on a sit pad on the wet ground, eating like a tortilla with PB, like PB&J probably. And I was like, from this moment on, if I can, I will pack that extra whatever, so I don't have to sit here on the ground. Because I was like taking the sit pad out of my, like some of the backpacks.
Mm-hmm.
It's got the sit pad against your back.
Yep.
As like a cushion while you're hiking. And then whenever you get to wherever you're going, you can like pull it out of those slots.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's what I'd been doing. I was like, this is saving me so much weight. Look at these guys, silly guys with their chairs, carrying them around.
Until you get to camp and they're all comfy and they got their feet propped up and they're like, oh.
They're not sitting in a puddle of water eating a tortilla. Yeah. That was my breaking point, man.
They probably carried decent food too, didn't they?
I was probably bumming food off of them. I probably had beef jerky, and I was doing the ultralight thing, man. Actually, that was the trip that the Gonex come to life. I didn't do a trip video on that trip, but they all did. And yeah, a lot happened, man. Gonex, they put that in a video, and then it became a thing on the podcast for a while, and that's where that reference came from. And then after the trip, one of them lived like outside Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
And we went to their house and done a live stream of, I think it's Backcountry BSing is the name of their show or something like that.
Yeah.
And it's a little less family friendly than this show. So anyway, we got back, and during the show, that's whenever it popped up on Twitter that Kobe's helicopter had crashed.
Okay.
Yeah. So got a real-time reaction of the Kobe crash, but that kind of puts it on a timeline for you of when
several years.
Yeah, it's been several years now. And that's when the day before Kobe died was the day I decided no more sit pad for me. No looking back, man.
I used a sit pad when I done the knobstone with Ruben earlier a few months ago.
What'd you think?
That's why I got the stool.
Oh, pound it. I don't blame you, man. I don't blame you. All right, let me see what else I was going to talk to you about. Oh, yeah, dude, on this B-Rock trip, let's get into some of the poop talk here. You want to?
Sure.
On that B-Rock trip, we were doing this 5-mile loop and doing this day hike. And I remember we crossed the road, and you're like, hey, whenever I was a kid, I used to come down this road and we would go fishing, and it was like open to the public, or maybe it's a private road, but you could drive down it.
Yep.
And now I guess it's like hike in or somebody owns it. I don't think you're really supposed to drive down there, but I was like, where the trail crosses the road, once you get to the other side of the road and you keep walking down, I looked and I was like, what is that? And I messed with it and I was like, oh my gosh, you know what this is? This is one of those little, like the tiny little dog poop bags, like the trash bags, little blue ones. And somebody had their dog in the woods on the trail and bagged up the poop and then literally are putting it in this non-biodegradable storage container, right? This plastic bag. And then left it. And I was like, why wouldn't you just leave the dog poop
without the bag?
Without the bag. This is a no-brainer, dude. No-brainer. Can you explain to me? Can you rationalize to me or justify this? Am I being stupid?
Maybe they took a break and forgot that they laid it down. I mean, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. Benefit of the doubt for this time. But
you're better than me, man. You're better than me.
I have faith in human beings sometimes.
I'm too cynical. I'm too cynical. Yeah, I'd say you're right, man. I could see myself doing that, you know. But still, I think like I'm in the woods and all these animals are pooping out here, and we bury our poop, you know.
Mean, I'm like, you know what? My dog poops, she poops.
Yeah, it's literally an animal.
It's gonna wash away just like my poop will.
Yeah, but especially like I would even at the very least kick it off the trail.
I'd like, yeah. Actually, if my dog tried to start pooping, I would walk off trail. So
yeah, but if my dog pooped on the trail,
I would
just take a stick
and get it off. Yep.
Yeah, you know, or I would even leave it above bagging it up and then leaving it on the trail.
Yep.
That's like even worse. At least if I stepped in it.
Yeah, because then it gets hot and it gets stinky and
and it doesn't
just
melt back
there.
in.
Just don't sit there.
Yeah. And so that's our PSA. If you're listening to this and you're enjoying listening to two guys complain about dog poop
on trail,
spread the word. Don't bag up the dog poop and leave it on the trail. It doesn't make any sense.
Or at the trailhead. I've seen that before too.
Yeah, well, you don't want to put it in your car.
Well, I mean, you're going to set it up. What's the difference in leaving it in the woods then?
Without the bag, right? If you're at the trailhead, your dog poops in the gravel or whatever, rake it off.
Oh, no, I'm talking like they leave the bag at the trailhead too.
They leave the bag at the trailhead. Yeah, I'm saying they don't want it in their car though.
Yeah, but I mean, if there's no trash can, you just going to leave it sitting there?
Yeah. That's exactly what they're doing.
That's the same as leave it in the woods, though.
I'm with you. I'm on your side on this. I'm just saying devil's advocate. Yeah, that's what they do. They either forget it, like you were saying. You know, I was being a bit hyperbolic, but
issue to resolve is just put some trash cans along the trail for people to throw their dog poop in.
Then who empties the trash?
I guess
tax dollars spend some of those on.
That's them rangers or whoever's at them places. They pay that guy down there at the bottom of the hill to sit there. He can walk up there and empty some trash cans every now and then.
Now, for real though, at the trailheads, I really like the bear proof trash cans.
Like they have is it Gray's Arch out there at the front?
Yeah. There's a bunch of spots that have them, but yeah, those are always a big plus for me. It sucks getting to the trailhead and then like you've been backpacking for 4 days, but then you have to take the trash with you. I get it. You know, It's not that big of a deal, but if you can go ahead and toss that, especially if you're through hiking or going to keep hiking to get rid of some of that trash.
Yeah.
That's a good deal. Man, I was going to ask you about something else. Oh, it was so good too. I hope it comes back to me. It was about this. Oh yeah, I remember now. What do you think about the idea of just saying, now hear me out here, banning all dogs from trails? Are you on board with that, Johnathan?
No,
I think we should put it up to a popular vote. Maybe. I think we can get Johnathan on my side here. You let me know in the comments if you're for banning all dogs from all trails until the end of time. I think that would solve this whole bag dog poop issue. You think it's too far? You think that's too far of a solution?
That's way too far.
Why do you say that?
Just take your dog off the trail and let her poop or let it poop.
Well, yeah, but if the dog wasn't out there, it wouldn't be an issue.
I don't care.
What do you mean you don't care?
if I'm allowed, why can't my dog not go on the trail? Why?
Because other people's dogs are pooping and the people are bagging it up.
Not my problem.
Yeah. So you must like freedom.
I do. I am American, so.
Yeah. I was just kidding. Hope you could tell. I don't want to ban all dogs.
Oh, I know. You're trying to stir the pot.
Yep. That's exactly right. Yeah. Get those comments flowing, baby. Tell me, are you against the dogs on the trail? Now, whenever you got here today and you were playing with our dog, CC.
What about cats? You said dogs. What about cats?
Oh, yeah.
There are cats on trail too. I'm
in favor of banning all cats all the time, everywhere. We just exterminate every single cat. Now, only the house cats. I like lions, tigers, lynxes, jaguars. How many cats can we list here? What else is there? Wildcats, bobcats. I'm sure there's a billion cats, but the house cats, I'm more of a dog guy.
A tiger.
I already said tiger.
What about a liger?
Oh, I didn't say that one. Tiger and liger mix.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it only goes one way too, doesn't it?
I have no idea. I know that they can't reproduce.
They can't reproduce. Neither can donkeys,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Donkeys, mule, and horse.
Yep.
But does it matter which one's male and female?
I have no idea.
Me either. We'd have to Google it.
If you know that, leave it in the comments.
Oh, there you go. Nicely done. Yeah, I don't know if it matters, the male and female. But anyway, not actually. Again, another joke. It's not funny if I had to tell you, but I am more of a dog guy. We had cats growing up, and cats are fine, dude. They keep mice out of your house. They're great if you have barns and stuff. Kill snakes, but
yeah, ours are just lazy house cats that let the mice eat everything and anything they want, and then beg for food.
You told me that you're allergic to cats, and you have cats at home.
Yeah.
Can you explain that?
My wife.
She likes cats.
Yeah.
She's allergic too.
Yeah.
Bro, can you feel the judgment? It's like
feel it.
It's like steaming
okay.
off of me.
It's okay.
I won't try to judge you too hard. Yeah, we had a lot of cats and stuff, man. But I grew up at one point in my life on a farm, and they just let the cats reproduce, dude. You'd have like 24 cats running around.
No, that's the issue.
You're like, what am I going to do with all these cats? Do y'all not spay or neuter? Nope, not at all.
Drop them off at a Chinese restaurant.
No, they wouldn't do that. You just offended our entire Chinese population. That was Johnathan, not Jeremiah.
Sorry. I'm
That's
sorry,
okay.
Guys.
I like freedom too, man. You can say what you want. I won't even bleep it out. I'm with you. Found it. Yeah, dude. The cats. I'm all for the dogs. I was telling you whenever you first got here, you were playing with Cece, and I was like, I'm really wanting to be a good trail dog. He needs to run out a lot of energy. I think it'd be a good fit.
It'd be a good one.
I've seen.
How old is he now? A year and a half?
He's a year and 2 months.
A couple more years, he'll be really good. He's just full of energy.
Yeah, just a pup. I think I'm gonna get him snipped.
He listens really well. That right there will.
You think that'll calm him down?
That will fix a lot right there.
Well, what I'm wanting to do. What made me think of this is you're talking about the cats. Like if you took the cats to the woods, I've seen like people put an air tag or GPS or whatever on the cats, and they let their cat outside, but they take their dog for a walk. And have you seen the videos on like Facebook? And you can see where the cat goes, and it's like secretly following the person everywhere that they're going while they're walking the dog.
Yep.
Excuse me. That could be the cat in the backcountry for you, man. You take your cats out there.
No, I'm good.
They'd never come back.
Well, actually, we got time for story time.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
You've seen the cat. So the gray cat,
Mm-hmm.
when she was young, we brought her home, and she's probably a few months after, less than a year after we got her.
Mm-hmm.
We thought that like she's an inside and outside cat. Well, she disappeared. She was gone for like, I want to say it was 16 days. Yeah, we thought she was dead.
Really?
She come back, and she just meowing one day, and my sister-in-law was sitting there with my wife, and she's like, "Isn't that your cat?" And they open the back door, and she just runs inside.
No idea where she went or what she was doing?
Yeah, no idea where she's been, what happened.
Wow.
She didn't lose quite a bit of weight, but
yeah, nothing to eat out there, huh?
I don't know where she's at.
Yeah. Made it back, though.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, there's somebody, this is sort of related. Somebody over here, one of my neighbors, I don't know if you saw the signs. They posted them all through our area.
Mm-hmm.
Their parrot escaped. They had a pet parrot, and I don't know, I think one of the kids left the door open or something.
Hot got that.
Yeah. Well, they said that after like 2 weeks, they said that they had seen it like over, the bird sanctuary. It was over kind of around that area here in this county. And I haven't heard anything since. That's been several months. It'll never survive the winter, I would guess.
No.
If it's still survived now, and they were offering $1,000 reward. I stopped and talked to the lady. I seen her putting up the signs, and she was upset.
Maybe it'll fly south.
I hope so. She said they had it for like 12 years. It was, I guess those parrots live a long time.
Yeah, I don't know how, quite a while, I guess.
So it was like a family pet. I mean, their kid grew up and they had this parrot in their house the whole time. It become family to you. Yeah. I know it's a bird, but we had parakeets and finches and stuff growing up, and you get, you pet on them and let them out of the cage, and they're around the house and they climb on you.
I got chickens, so.
Yeah.
Just a big bird.
Yeah, a big bird, tiny dinosaur.
Yep.
But yeah, I was thinking, man, if I could find that parrot. She said you can call it by saying pistachios. It's his favorite food. It'll come to you because it thinks you're going to feed it pistachios. Yeah, I feel bad for him. But what an odd pet. Wonder what % of people have parrots as pets. It's got to be tiny.
Not a lot.
Yeah. And, they're not the only bird that
cockatoo, I guess. Those are the other ones.
Yeah, I think the cockatoo can mock you as well. Like, I don't know. What would you call that? They like repeat after you?
Yeah, I think it's what it is. Mock you. I don't know.
Yeah, whatever that's called. I don't know. The word escapes me right now. But yeah, anyway, let's talk about this poop and the ultra lighting. Johnathan was telling me, I said, don't spoil it for me, man. I want to talk about this on the show because I don't know if you got a buddy or what, but he doesn't wipe. What is it?
I was just, scouring YouTube. I like to watch YouTube. That's where I get a lot of trip ideas is from YouTube. So I was watching this YouTube channel. They're called Through Hikers, and they were on a trip. And
name dropped them.
Yeah, he's on a trip, and he's like, I just use these 2 sticks to wipe with, and if I need to, I'll use the bidet to rinse off.
Wipes with. Wait a second. Are you saying that he carries sticks with him?
No, it's like just some random,
just whatever sticks are laying around.
Okay,
well, I've never done that before. I don't think. I guess if I had to, but you're saying that he's making the conscious choice of saying, "Hey, I'm not going to bring toilet paper because it weighs too much, or wipes, or whatever. I'm just going to use sticks to wipe with."
Yep.
What if he's out west?
They were out west.
Wow.
I want to say they were.
Like a desert area?
Pacific Northwest somewhere.
Okay.
Like
well, that I was imagining. I didn't articulate well what I meant. I mean, if you're in a
desert or maybe.
Yeah.
I'd imagine he just used the sand then.
No. Can you imagine?
And then the bidet just to rinse with.
Man, taking a sand bath? That wouldn't be great. Yeah.
Neither would a stick though.
No, but it would create less like chafing and stuff.
At least just look for a log with some moss on it, take the moss off and use that.
Yeah, that's a winner right there. Or even leaves, dude. I grew up leaving
the big huge leaves that you see.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you only see them way out in the middle of nowhere.
The poison ivy leaves. Is that what you want to use?
No, they're like the big like type banana leaves.
Poison oak.
I mean, if you want to use those, you can.
No, dude, that would be a big time mistake. I feel bad for anybody who's had to live through that. Because I've had poison ivy several times. I mean, who hasn't, right?
I had a lot growing up. I really don't get it much anymore.
Did it make you allergic?
I think it's because I was highly allergic when I was young, and I had steroid shots a lot growing up for it. And I think now I could just roll around in the stuff and I don't even get it.
Not me, dude. It eats me up. I hate it. That and like the little turkey mites, those are like neck and neck for me for the most itchy.
I got in turkey mites when we were, or was it Knobstone? I got them pretty bad.
Get eat up?
Oh yeah, always like my legs were crazy.
Yeah, you have to like live in the anti-itch cream.
Yeah, they looked almost like I thought they were ticks, but they weren't. And then I kept thinking they were like little red. I was like, turkey mites.
Yeah, is a turkey mite and chiggers, is that the same thing? Basically?
Yes.
And do they call them deer ticks as well?
No.
Or is that something separate?
That's something separate.
Okay, so because I was with my father-in-law and I had this macro lens. This was before they had macro, like on macro photography built into phones, or maybe I just had a crappy old phone. But you know, you could go on Amazon and you could buy like a clip on to put over your camera lens on your phone, and then you have a macro lens. You just got to hold it close enough to whatever you're taking a picture of. And so I had one of those, and I was sitting there and I was like, oh man, it's so comfortable. We're sitting there taking a break, my father-in-law and I remember putting that macro lens on while we were sitting there, and I was like, I'm going to see what's up. Cause I was sitting on like a mossy area, and I put my phone down and I saw these little red bugs everywhere, and they were tiny. I couldn't see them with my eyes, but with the macro lens, I was like, this is really cool. I probably still have the footage.
Turkey mites.
And yeah, and I showed my father-in-law, and he's like, those are chiggers. And I was like, okay, but you're calling them turkey mites, the same thing. And dude, a few days later, I was eat up, and I was like, what is wrong with me? I'm so itchy. Did we get into poison ivy or what on that trip? But no, it was the bugs. Actually, it wasn't even days later. I think it was the same day. It was pretty quick.
And it's pretty nasty if you ever looked in it, how do you get the chigger?
Yeah.
They're actually like putting some type of saliva on you, like killing your skin and then eating your dead skin.
So that's why it keeps itching, even though like people will say you need to take a bath or put
the best thing to do is to go take a hot shower as soon as you get it, to get the bugs off you if they're still on you. But you're gonna itch for 2 or 3 days.
Yeah, because I had to go get steroid shots, and it was so bad, dude, that they gave me a cream to put on from my neck down, and they said you need to sleep in this overnight, and I did. And it helped a lot, but still itch like crazy. But anyway,
the other thing that I hate is stinging nettle.
Oh yeah,
you probably don't get that experience since you're like 6'7".
No, I get the stinging nettle.
Actually, they probably hit you in the ankles, don't they?
I get it a lot, dude. They're I like to wear shorts a lot of the time, especially
when it gets hot.
Yeah, when it's hot. So I don't know. Sometimes it's worth it to me. I just hope that whenever I'm stinging, it's stinging nettle and I didn't get something else. Most of the time it is, because you look down and you're like, okay, you start to recognize it. Like if you get eaten up by poison ivy, you start to know what poison ivy looks like. If you're walking through a bunch of stinging nettle and it keeps stinging you, next time you remember it.
About the worst place I ever been through it was actually when we went to Seneca. It was everywhere.
Yeah. It doesn't hurt for very long though. It's only like 30 seconds. But the problem is it's a lot of times it's grouped together. So you're walking through it, and about the time that it stops stinging, you walk through some more. Yeah, it just keeps hitting you in different spots. You're like, yeah. I've walked through it before. I may have told you this, but there's one spot in the Red River Gorge that they kind of made a camp at. Mr. Backpack and Jason, sir, and some of his buddies, and you got to walk through waist high stinging nettle for like 50 yards.
You wore shorts.
I wore shorts, so I put on rain pants while we walked through that section, and I still could feel it through it. And I took Bridget through there. That's my wife, if y'all didn't know. And she liked to kill me, man. She was like, what is this? I was like, it's going to hurt. And I think she's wearing shorts. I should have told her ahead of time. That's on me.
Yep.
That's on me. Didn't make the missus happy. Speaking of, man, the missus, you told me that your wife is going to her first ever Red River Gorge YouTube meetup. Is that true?
Yep. She'll be coming with me.
Well, I made an official announcement last week. I want to keep repeating it here, and I'm sure John will tell everybody on the next episode too. But Red River Gorge, if you're anywhere in the surrounding area and feel like making the drive, Red River Gorge, we're going to be on top of Indian Staircase on October the 10th through the 12th. I'm probably going to get there around brunch time on October the 10th, and open to the public. It's going to be adults. There's probably going to be some adult beverages, some adult language. So, and I'm getting away. I'm getting a babysitter overnight and everything. So it's kind of a little escape away from the kids. So October 10th through the 12th, totally open to the public. There's no qualifications needed. We're just showing up and having fun, hanging out on Indian Staircase. And we'll probably get there Friday, hike in, hang out around camp, dry camp. I think I'm going to bring a gallon of water And then
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
I assume the next day we'll probably make it back to the cars. It's not too far, and I'll bring in another gallon for Saturday.
Might bring in a big old cowboy steak too, with a bone-in cowboy steak.
That's a good idea.
Cook in Friday night.
I'm gonna leave a cooler in the car, and so if we pass back by it, then I can get whatever I need to.
Has there been any decision on the hike for Saturday?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is normally what it looks like is you get there Friday. Some people come Thursday. We love backpacking, so if you can get out there early, by all means. But there'll be a big group of us hanging out Friday, and then Saturday we usually take a hike somewhere, and normally we go up the staircase as our hike because we get people that come to the meetup, and it's anywhere from 0 people to 50 people typically, sometimes a dozen, sometimes a few dozen. But Saturday we normally go up the staircase because it's a lot of people that haven't been in that area and they want to see it, and that's one of the gyms. So we just decided to camp up there this time, so we pretty much have free reign on anywhere we want to go. So if I'm just spitballing, I'd say I wouldn't be mad about honestly grabbing some pizza and a couple of drinks at Miguel's on Saturday, doing like a day hike, and then swing by the vehicles, drive over to Miguel's, and get some pizza. And they have a basketball hoop over there too, by the way. I could beat you in a game of pig or one-on-one if you're feeling brave.
I already know you'll beat me.
No.
We played together before.
That's true. We did play together.
So yeah. I already know you'll beat me.
I've seen your skills. You might beat me. But I don't know. Where do you think? Anywhere in particular that strikes your fancy? Something cool?
I mean, I've always you can do down there Creation Falls area and do Creation Falls, Rock Bridge, and Turtleback.
That would be a good one. Also Oxier. There's a lot of stuff to check out there.
You got Double Arch and Courthouse. I've never went up Courthouse Rock yet. So,
well, I don't feel comfortable going up it unless I'm harnessed in. Are you going to climb up there? They just rescued somebody from there literally Saturday, I think.
Is that who?
It was Courthouse. Yeah.
Okay.
They fell. I don't know how far. Dad was telling me about it yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Hey, I think they're okay.
I don't think I'd do it unless I had someone with me. You said there's a different way around the other side of it, isn't there?
Well, you can climb up the other side, but you don't actually get all the way to the top of the rock. I don't know how many feet away, maybe 40 or 50 feet all the way to the top. More if you went to where I was saying. I was telling you, if you go around to the left side, you can climb and still get a good view. But if you go to the right side, you're going up the traditional way, and there's a rock scramble, and you got to kind of wedge yourself in there and climb up. And
yeah,
if you fall, you're going to fall 100 foot because you miss the part. There's like a little pad where you start climbing up, and if you fall, you're going to miss that pad and fall all the way to the ground. And you're already 40 to 70 feet in the air from where you start climbing up. So, yeah. I don't know. I don't want to be on the news and leave my family behind. And they're like, what was he doing? Was he protecting his family? What was going on? No, he was just climbing up Courthouse Rock.
Yeah, I think I wouldn't do that without being some type of harness either.
Yeah, I'm scared of it, man. It's not worth it to me. Just the risk.
See, I've walked up to it and then done the stairs and looked at it, and then I've done the entire Oxshire Ridge Loop, but I've never climbed up it.
That'd be a fun one, and you can see Star Gap from over there. The leaves are going to be changing.
You actually have Jailhouse Rock too, man. That's an awesome view.
I haven't checked it out.
There's a little bit of rock scrambling down it. Me and Jazzy, my daughter, we just did that one in our last video, and that's where we camped out there was on Jailhouse.
That could be a good fit.
And the view out there is,
and what I've done in the past too is different drive hikes. Now it's not as good if you got a big group, because it's too many vehicles. You don't want to be shuttling and having to find parking once you get back to go hike into camp. But, like you can go to several different spots like Skyview and Creation Falls and Rock Bridge and like you said, Turtleback Arch.
Instead of doing like the full loop, like instead of doing full Oxshire Ridge, you just pick one area out there, go to it, and then come back.
Yeah, you could do that too. The world's our oyster. So I would assume what's going to happen is we're going to be hanging out Friday around the fire, and we're going to be like, let's look at this map of the area and pick out what we want to do.
I actually kind of like the Oxshire Ridge area, so that'd be a really good one.
Cloud Splitter too.
Yeah.
Cloud Splitter is close by.
Yeah, that's not far at all. You go down the back side of it in it and hit the Sheltoe.
Yeah. Yep. That's right.
So
So
I've never done Cloud Splitter either.
it's a really good one. It's super fun. There's a cave over there too if you feel brave enough to climb up to it. I've done it a couple times. It's
Okay.
not too bad.
Okay.
A lot of times somebody will strategically wedge a log in. You can kind of climb up it.
So Rich is coming down from West Virginia.
All right.
And he's gonna call me when he gets there, and I'm gonna come down. I'm actually bringing him up the staircase with his pack.
Oh, look at you. I told Bridget I'm going to take her up the bypass. And it's got some rock scrambling, but I think it'd be fun.
I've never went up it. I've always went down it. So it'll be different for me because I'm going to take Brandy up it as well.
Yeah, y'all have a good time. Bridget's had a panic attack pretty much every time we've done the staircase. So
yeah, I ain't going to take her up it. Jazzy went up it with her pack on, but I ain't going to take Brandy. Brandy, I don't think. I don't know. She might go up it without her pack. So we might try that.
Well, you can go up it with the pack as long as you set your pack up on that last little hop up spot.
Oh, I know, but I don't think she will enjoy it.
Your wife?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine either.
So without the pack, there's a maybe.
Yeah.
But with the pack, it's a definite no. Jazzy has no choice. Brandy has a choice.
Yeah. And how old is Jazzy?
11.
11. Yeah.
And she's easy. Right. Like she I mean, she did a lot of it, and then I had to coach her a little bit, but when she it's that first little bit that's hard to get up.
Yeah. But once you get past that hop up spot, it's just
we had to both take our packs off, and then I had to boost her up, and then I had to go over and do like the wide step over and then pull yourself up.
Yeah. Yeah. It's fairly safe. I don't think that a lot of people get hurt around there.
No, I mean, actually, there's just a guy that was rescued this past weekend, I think there too, or this past week. I guess it's actually this past weekend because the rock face, I guess, had gotten wet, and he tried going up it and it slid and got almost like only thing that stopped him was a tree, like a tree limb over there or something. One of the tree areas. Yeah.
Did he get caught on it, or did he grab it as you sliding down?
He got caught on it.
Wow, lucky guy.
Yeah.
Wow, could have been bad.
They had to rappel down and get him.
I think most people that fall off that stuff, they're either taking a selfie or
inexperienced.
It could be inexperienced, but I think a lot of times under the influence of something, and I don't even mean like just under the influence, because you're free, you can do whatever you want, but sometimes whenever you're near a cliff and
got that liquid courage,
and have liquid courage, but not too much courage. So sometimes if somebody gets blacked out, and I heard about one guy that's trying to chase his toilet paper, it fell, and then he's trying to grab it and he fell off the cliff, and or you just drunk too much and stumbling around and
tried to sit on frog nog.
Yeah, sometimes it's got to get the picture.
I've done that. I ain't gonna lie. It took a little liquid courage. I don't think I'm ever gonna do it again.
Well, I don't blame you. I haven't done it. If it's dry, then I don't think it's. I mean, that is dangerous though. You're gonna fall 70 foot.
Yeah, it's
down to the bottom.
Which I mean, I definitely stayed towards the hill. I didn't turn around at all. I stayed towards it, and then I went down there very long. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, a lot of people think that stuff is really irresponsible because if you fall, then you're putting other people's life at risk, like the rescue, which I follow them on Facebook, the search and rescue for Wolf County.
Yep.
And we had John May on, and he's the head of it. So anyway, they post on Facebook like almost all the calls, or maybe all of them.
Yeah, that's where I seen them. One was on Facebook for the staircase.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, it is when wet, man. It is pretty dangerous, I would say. I don't want to do it while it's wet.
Yeah, there was actually, when you're sitting there talking about it, when me and Jazzy did it, there's a guy, but he had to actually go back down and he had a rope had to lower in his pack. This guy had to have a 90-liter pack, and it had to weigh 100 pounds.
He's out there with all the comforts, except when you're walking. Then it's
I'm pretty sure he had like cast irons.
Yeah, that's okay. If you want to carry it, I don't think cast iron for me. I do the little 8-inch Alpha frying pan.
Yeah, I carry the some titanium skillets and stuff.
Yeah, the ultra light, dude.
I might bring them with me and make some biscuits and gravy this weekend, or make some French toast. Who knows?
I tried your French toast whenever we took that kayaking trip on the lake, and I was impressed, man. I'll just tell everybody real quick. You brought this big mason jar full of liquid, and I was like, "What is that?" You pulled it out of the cooler, and you're like, it's got milk and eggs and cinnamon and butter and all this stuff." And I was like, "What are you doing?" You're like, "I got this full loaf of bread." And I said, "What?" And you said, "What was it, Texas?"
Got Texas toast.
And I said, "Texas toast? That's like garlic bread." And you're like, "No, dummy. This is French toast bread. We're gonna make French toast in the morning."
It's the poor white people version of brioche bread. Now, if you're rich, you get that brioche bread.
Oh, okay.
This is the poor white people version.
I'm not gonna lie. I buy brioche bread. It's not because I'm rich. I didn't even know it's a thing. We call it light bread growing up. You know, you get your just.
But you can use the brioche bread as well. I always use Texas toast.
Well, it was thick. It was good. So probably the best French toast I've ever had, especially the best I've ever had in the woods, because that was the first time ever.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. So if you bring it again and you need help packing something, holler at your boy.
Might make biscuits and gravy this time.
I'm making you some biscuits and gravy.
But who knows? French toast. I mean, I like them both. I mean, we were supposed to make French toast this past weekend at Maha, but we didn't. So I brought it home and I made it for us yesterday for me and Brandy for breakfast. So
I bet she was eternally grateful.
Yeah, I had some for leftover breakfast for this morning at work. So it's pretty nice.
Does it keep?
Yeah, all you do is put it in the fridge.
But it's bread. I didn't think it'd keep.
It's got eggs on it.
That makes it keep.
I mean, I don't know. Warm it up. It still eats.
Yeah, and you got them homegrown eggs.
Yep.
All them chickens.
Actually, I've been getting those, man. I had to buy the last 2 dozen eggs.
No. Now you know how much eggs cost. How much?
I can't remember. 3, 4 something. Maybe.
3 or 4 dozen.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's probably. I don't know what the national average is. We're probably not doing too bad here.
We actually go through quite a bit, but we eat quite a bit of eggs. So.
Yeah. Yep, I get it, man. Let me ask you one other thing here about the poopy poop. All right. I want your opinion on this. How nasty is it? We do a lot of poop talk, especially at the end of most shows. We do some poop talk, but we've had it throughout on this show. What do you think about if you don't have a bidet and you poop straight to shower? No wipe, no bidet, straight to shower.
Like every time? Like you're taking a shower every time you poop?
Well, some people think that you should. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying if the situation arises and maybe that's part of your routine. You wake up in the morning, you have a cup of coffee. This isn't my routine. I'm just making an example.
It's called the 3 S's.
That's true.
It's called shit, shower, shave.
Yeah. Did you learn that in the military or is that just the thing?
Yep.
That's military. S's. Well, what about straight from the toilet to the shower? I think that this is a hot button topic. I think that we're going to be divided on this amongst our audience.
I mean, when I take a shower, I'm usually pooping before I go take a shower. I'm not going to do it after I get out of the shower.
Yeah, but I've asked people this in the past, and you can let me know in the comments. But they say, okay, you have to wipe before you go to the shower to shower. And I say, well, you're going to be getting in there with soap. They're like, yeah, but
you don't wipe?
I'm saying you don't have to.
No, you wipe still.
Oh, you wipe. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Even you're divided.
Yeah.
You say you have to wipe before you can go from the toilet to the shower.
Yeah.
Am I the outlier here?
Are you gonna? So you're gonna leave a big nasty leftover,
not big nasty
dingleberry in the bottom of the shower?
I have a bidet installed on the toilet, so I use the bidet before going to the shower.
Oh, so you see, not everybody has a bidet.
I know. That's what I'm saying, though. What if you don't have the bidet?
You leaving dingleberries in my shower, there's gonna be some issues.
Oh, so you're saying if you are going to someone else's shower, it's mandatory that you have to wipe before getting in there.
Even in mine, I'm still going to do that.
But you're using soap. What do you do after you poop and you go to the sink?
I'm still having to get my feet in there, man. My feet's walking around in that shower.
You don't wash your feet?
The poop still gets in the bottom of the shower is what I'm saying here.
That's the catch. That's the catch. It's not the same style plumbing as your toilet. The trap is different.
Yes.
In the shower.
Yes.
That's my only reservation. My only one.
And then, I mean, how often do you clean your shower? After every shower?
What do you mean? Whenever you say clean?
if you're not cleaning, wiping your butt and You know, you're getting in there, you just
Wild West poop.
free anal in it. I don't know how you're gonna say it. Free cracking in. I don't know what you're going to say. Free wiping. I
Yeah.
don't know, whatever here, but you're getting in there and it's just you let them dingleberries get. Are you cleaning your shower every time after you do that?
Well, I don't do that, but no. I noticed that since I grew my hair out, I can no longer complain about the hair collecting the grade of the drain. Bridget would be like, "Look at this, look at this," and I say, "That's your hair,"
You
and
can't
she'll
say
pick
that.
it up.
It's red.
It'll be long red hair. She'll be like, "This is not my hair." So imagine you left that in there, and you got the dingleberries. Now,
Yep. Nope.
oh, I think
Yeah,
I just threw up my mouth a little bit. So you're saying, regardless, even if it's your own shower, unless you're
No.
washing your literal shower, like
No.
cleaning it every time.
Yeah, you better be cleaning that shower after every time.
I tell you what I have done is pulled the grate off, like take the screws out or whatever, and then do baking soda and vinegar down there to clean the. I don't know if it's a S trap or a P trap. Do you know?
It's not a P trap.
Depends on.
I mean, it depends. Usually, just depends on whoever you had do your plumbing, I guess.
Well, I don't know who built this house. I just bought it. I'm second owner, but whatever they have installed, the standard.
It's usually very similar to what's underneath your sink and stuff.
Yeah, I think the way it works is like I'm on a septic tank, right? I'm out in the county. So all my waste is going to the septic tank.
Yep.
So they surcharge you for the water because they don't get it back because they're not running it back into the sewer. It's leaching out into my yard.
Yep.
And if you have a toilet, like we have a toilet in the basement, but let's say you don't go down there for 2 weeks, which I do. I go down there and check it out like every day. But if you don't flush the toilet, the water will dry. That's between the toilet intake and the septic tank. Like that trap will dry out. And then the fumes will start coming from the septic tank in, and you'll smell it in the house.
Yep.
So you got to periodically flush that, right?
Yep.
It's just normal homeowner, standard adult.
Just like you should every probably 5 to 7 years pump your septic system as well.
I think you're supposed to do it more frequently, but I could be wrong.
Could be.
But the last person that owned this house didn't take care of the septic tank. I've pumped it twice in the last 3 years.
Oh, wow. See, we haven't pumped ours. We've lived there for 6 years.
He told me we pumped it and you're going to have to pump it in again in a year. And I said, you sound like a guy getting paid to pump my septic tank. And he said, yes, but also there's so much hard, like, I don't know what it is. You know, it's just poop and wipes and whatever they threw in the toilet, hairbrushes, who knows. They had several kids too living here. So he said it's a hard layer in there. And he's like, it won't soften up until after we pump this round out and then over time. And then we got it pumped a year later. But I was like, some guy's mistake not taking care of this has cost me, but whatever.
Flushing wipes and everything else, stuff you're not supposed to flush in your.
Well, you got kids. I mean, I'm sure it's happened.
Oh yeah, I've had to get onto them.
They flush. What's the worst thing they've ever done there?
Makeup wipes. Probably.
Makeup wipes.
And then I don't know about anything else. I mean,
that's the main thing.
That's the main thing. Wipes and stuff.
Not made to be flushed.
Nope.
Not good for your septic tank either.
Even non-flushable wipes, they tell you, or flushable wipes, they tell you not to use for a septic.
Oh, we went to somebody's house this weekend, and I was like, which bathroom in this house is the perfect equilibrium for privacy and cleanliness? And he's like, every bathroom has wipes. I was like, okay, I'll use this one. He's like, by the way, those wipes are flushable. Now, was he telling me to not leave my poopy wipes in the wastebasket? If I'm reading between the lines correctly, is that what he's basically saying?
I mean,
or no? You think I'm reading too far into it?
I mean, I have no idea there. Did they say flushable?
Well, they are flushable. I buy the same wipes, the Cottonelle,
yeah,
like the medium pack.
Yep.
I leave them in the truck. Yeah, they're flushable. That's what it says on the pack. I mean
some people,
I don't flush them.
I've always been told don't flush them because it's not good for your septic.
That's what I think too. They claim that's fine, but no, that's what I say too. I say you pay the guy that comes to clean my septic tank, and then tell me, then you tell me if it's okay or not, and then you got room to talk skin in the game. But yeah, I don't think I'm reading too far into it. I think that's exactly what he's saying. I'll have to ask you, Kev. After pooping, were you telling me to flush those wipes? Because I think it might be a no-no to leave them in the waste. You're at somebody else's house and
you're using
you're
wipes. It's the same as toilet. I mean, throw them suckers in the toilet, flush them. I don't want to open that. And
and then you got somebody's poop sitting there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Already have a house full of women, so you know what you have in the waste bin every once a month. So
yeah, you're taking it out.
I ain't taking it out, but I know if I'm seeing it in the trash can if I'm throwing something in there. So I better not see no poopy wipes either.
Dude, we have this diaper genie for the baby, and I've stopped putting poopy diapers in there. He started eating people food, bro, and not baby food and milk all the time. And his poop, oh gosh, it's the worst. And I'm like, dude, your poop is so bad. It's permeating this device designed to contain it. So now I have regressed into, after paying for this diaper genie, putting the poopy diapers in bags and taking them out to the trash outside so it doesn't stink, and just doing the pee. But I'm telling you, the worst smell in the world, dude, is opening that diaper genie up when it's time to take it out, and you tie it off and you get that big whoosh shot of air and it's just poop air. You're like, oh my God, I think I just got double pink eye.
Warm poop pee.
Yeah.
Right out at your face.
Yep. I've been peed on by the baby. Terrible every single time. And you're like, oh gosh. You know, you're trying to, but what can you do?
I've had girls, so no issue there.
Well, if you had a boy, you'd run into it, man. You'd run into it. All right, man. Fun show today. Thank you for gracing us with your presence. I had a good time with you. Make a good co-host, dude.
Thank you for letting me join.
Yeah, love to have you back on the show. And again, if y'all want to check out Woodall Trails on YouTube.
Yep.
I assume it's youtube.com/Woodall Trails.
Yeah, at Woodall Trail.
At Woodall Trails. Or, you know, if you Google Woodall Trails.
YouTube, Instagram.
Yeah, give him a follow. If you want to hang out, October 10th through the 12th, we're going to be at Red River Gorge on top of Indian Staircase. So I think I'm going to go back on these episodes and on my YouTube and put a link to the all trails of how to go the bypass, how to go the staircase, and how to go by Indian Arch, the easiest way. And then if anybody wants to click through that link, then they could find us real easy. We'll be up in, you won't be able to miss us if you just wander around up there.
There's a whole hillside there full of campsites. So, I mean, I don't know where the main one will be, but I mean, there's tons of areas up there. Yeah,
if you see a giant group,
just look for the tall redheaded man with the beard. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, and John said he's going too. So
John will be there.
Yeah. So, and well, quite a few of us. Tim Buckley, you just hung out with him.
Yeah, he'll be there, and Jason.
Yeah, all the Jays.
Actually, Josh will be there. Josh says he's going to try to come. So.
Yeah, and some of our loyal listeners, like Derwin Off the Rails.
I've not actually ever met him, so
he's a good guy. I'll introduce you. You'll like him. Derwin.
Oh, Derwin.
Yeah, alter ego. I'll tell you his real name off air. All right, folks. Well, if you've enjoyed, you know what? Leave us a like. I don't think I ever asked for that. Give us a rating. Tell us how great or how terrible we are. I don't even know what a rating is. They have it on Apple Podcast. I don't know. Probably shouldn't even look at it.
I don't know if they have that on YouTube.
I don't think they have it on YouTube. Don't have it on Spotify. And if you're listening on Apple Podcast, keep in mind you can see us if you want on YouTube and on Spotify if you are a fan of video versions of the podcast. Next week, John is going to host the show. I'm going to be on vacay, but like I said, we'll be out at Red River Gorge if you want to come out. And then we'll be back hot and heavy with a couple of great guests coming up. So, Johnathan, anything left to say?
Nope.
All right, folks. Well, with that said, I guess we'll see you in the next one.